Secure the lines as we continue our journey sailing the seven seas of business, a metaphor for the process that drives business from getting the order to collecting the cash. We talk on Saturday mornings about your star power and how to thrive in uncertain times, and understanding how a business works gives you an edge in this competitive marketplace. Get today's handout at myvaluetree.com. If you don't already have it framed and on your wall, I'm puzzled. Go to myvaluetree.com right now and click the link above the WTIC logo. Get ready because storms can be brewing as we enter the sea of contracts right after weather and sports. Welcome to our Saturday morning coaching session on how to thrive in uncertain times by unleashing your star power. Star Power, a 5-point system designed to get you into action with our current focus on the basics of how a business works. Today's handout, found at myvaluetree.com, is a map detailing the 7 C's of business that must be navigated to succeed. Learn this process and increase your star power. The C's we sail are care, customers, closing, contract, craft collections, and character. Storms could be brewing as we enter the sea of contracts, even though we have successfully navigated the C's of care, customers, and closing. It was in our last C that the customer said yes, but risk gets introduced to the rest of the journey if we are sloppy sailors in this C. Whether the contract is implicit or explicit, the power in this C is from clarifying expectations. This C is so hazardous that all the major corporations within the sound of our voices this morning have a contracts department. I bet there are at least 200 lawyers listening right now who have made their career learning how to sail on the sea of contracts. Our very own AG is a master in this sea. And it all centers on this question: to what does the customer believe I am committing? As sales trainer Bob Miller says in his 7 Laws of Expectations, when expectations are not matched, someone is in a losing situation. I like to think about this as the commitment cycle, starting with conceptualizing commitments, documenting commitments, and keeping commitments. I am so tired of people who say what you want to hear to get the yes, then they use gray words to write the deal up, and then blame the customer when there's a problem. There seems to be a real issue with the word commitment these days. I know very few people whose word you can take to the bank. Commitment tends to be more of an intention or a hope or a desire, but not a vow, pledge, or obligation. As we would say in working in the labor relations world, your word is your working capital. Once that is lost, it's over. Commitment. When I tell you it will be done, I am giving you my word that it will happen. No excuses. You want to separate yourself from the other people? Then deliver on your commitments. No excuses. I get worked up when sailing in this sea. By the way, did I tell you how Le Creuset sank me in this sea? Well, you know, the story is I got this wonderful saucier pan, and the second use, it falls off the counter and the handle shatters. You know, it's cast. That stands for crack and shatter technology. Well, you know, I look at it. It says it's got a lifetime warranty. We've got this wonderful heritage of making heirloom cookware. So send it off to the warranty center only to get a letter back saying that the product has been reviewed by their engineers and they deem it not a manufacturing problem. But for an additional $63, they'd be happy to replace my $200 pan. Well, go to the website and read my EBITs posted right above the WTIC logo for the rest of the story. Just this week, I was sitting with a company, and our whole conversation was about dealing with misaligned client expectations, what was done to contribute to the expectations, and how the issue would be resolved. These are dangerous seas, and remember, when expectations are not matched, someone is in a losing situation. Well, we've been following the journey of East Hartford-based Chris Didden and his emerging company called Two Fly Wine as a case study. Chris started an import business based on his passion for Southern Australian wines from McLaren Vale 2 years ago. In this sea of contracts, it is not the explicit contract with the store owner defining terms and conditions that Chris must worry about, but rather the implicit contracts with both the store owner and the customer. Chris's commitment is that you will have a quality, elegant wine at a value price. But will it sell? It's a new product, and that is seen as high risk. Chris navigates this sea with a careful eye. They closely watch product turns at the store, and at the first sign of slowing winds, they take immediate corrective action with in-store tastings. Chris and his team set expectations by sharing their passion with you. And so doing, they get to continue on the journey by sailing into the sea of craft. If I don't see you before the holidays, have a blessed time. Sail free, stay strong, and may the sun shine warm upon your face. Keep up the good work and let your star shine brightly. I'm Coach Davis.